If you're looking for how to create an IGTV video, then this video is for you. I'm going to be speaking with Annabelle Dura, who runs a personal brand, and she's been recently creating IGTV videos, and we're going to be diving in from a beginner's standpoint of how to approach the process. I'm Amanda Horvath, and I'm all about helping business owners and entrepreneurs leverage the power of video without breaking the bank or taking up tons of their time. So if you're looking to use video in your strategy this year, be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified every time I release a new video. So unfortunately, Annabelle is in LA and I am in Austin, so we're doing this virtually, but she is talking to her camera out in LA and I'm talking to mine in Austin, and we are talking via Google Hangouts. So because of that, we're both wearing headphones so that we're getting clean audio on both sides. So just to kick it off, can you go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone and tell them who you are?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Annabelle Dura. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I'm a writer and entrepreneur, and I like to make things that encourage and inspire people to find and fulfill their purpose.
Awesome. What an amazing one-liner. How did you go about coming up with that? I'm curious.
I honestly got the idea after watching one of your YouTube videos. I was like, Amanda has this great one-liner. How I need to make one too. And it came down to, I actually have this exercise that one of my mentors gave me, and you ask yourself what you want to do, with your life, what's your life mission? And it can be super broad, to start out with, but then you ask yourself why, and then you ask yourself why again when you answer that, and then you answer that, and then ask yourself why again. And so you do that 5 times in a row. And you kind of come up with something really specific of why you're doing what you're doing. And so that's an exercise that helped me come up with my little one-liner.
I love that. And that's actually a perfect place to start with as we're diving into IGTV. I really think that it's super important to be clear on your messaging and who you are, what you stand for. And that makes any sort of content that you create a lot easier.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you sharing that tip.
Yeah.
So what is this video that you created and what inspired you to create it?
So the video that I created is called, it's actually a series. It's the first video vlog in a 4-part series. It's called PLASTICKY. My friend came up with that. I'm not good with names. But basically I went for a month without using any plastic or purchasing anything with plastic.
That's crazy.
And yeah, I just wanted to see how it would go. And I decided to film the process and to see and to share if it was hard or easy to do and whether or not it made an impact or not, if it even mattered, because people say oh, you're one person makes a difference. So I wanted to see if that was actually true. And yeah, it was a video. It was actually an idea I had for a Netflix series. I'm one of those people that likes to sit and brainstorm crazy ideas. And I figured that I should start out with IGTV first. Just do something with what I have and where I am now.
No, I love that. I think what's super cool and what a lot of people don't realize in today's society is that we legit each have our own channels, right? With IGTV, with YouTube, with even Insta Stories, you have a distribution platform built in, which has never been built in before. So That's really, really cool that you're doing that.
Yeah.
So just for the audience here, just to fill you guys in on how this started happening, I was scrolling through my feed and Annabelle's video popped up for IGTV and I was just watching it. And as you guys know, I'm always talking about content, how to use different platforms and everything like that. And hers super stood out to me and she did an amazing job. Before Annabelle and I start really talking, I want to show you guys just a snippet of the video that we're talking about so that you have some context and can then be involved in the conversation with us of how this video really came to be. So let's roll that now.
Today I'm giving you an update on my first week of being plastic free and all of the challenges and So the first few days were really about being aware of the plastic that I'm around and what I can and can't avoid. At one point, I decided to run outside and clean up some of the trash that was in the street, and I was feeling really good about myself until I realized that I was using a plastic glove and a plastic trash bag to clean up the plastic trash. After that, I started noticing plastic everywhere.
Now the question is, do I go give this back to them? Because I feel like that's kind of annoying. I don't want to be annoying, but I also don't want to like throw this away because it's not really dirty, but I don't want to be that customer, you know? It's annoying. But I feel like I should be. And it's the worst kind of plastic because it's the single-use plastic but made for our convenience. And so this plastic is made to use once and then throw away.
All right, so it's the beginning of the first week of March and I am hangry. I came into my boyfriend's kitchen to get something to eat and everything, and I mean everything, is wrapped in plastic.
Annabelle doesn't come from a video background, and only in January she created her first vlog documenting some different travels that she was doing, and I was super impressed with it back then. And so I wanted to talk about the process of creating that video. So what was that process like, Annabelle?
It was awkward at first. It was really awkward at first because something that you've said that I ignored was that it's really helpful to have an outline written out, and I did not do that. I just figured like, oh, I'm just going to do vlog style. Whatever happens, happens. And the truth is, like, that's cool, but it's also takes so much more time to edit and put things together and kind of figure out what kind of story you're telling when you do things that way. So I guess
Totally.
The first part, I mean, I had a like overall concept of what each video is going to be or was going to be. But yeah, it was just to capture my thoughts. Anytime I encountered plastic or like was frustrated about the project that I was doing, I'd whip out my phone and do a nice little like selfie videotape. I did one in the cafe and that was really awkward. And at first I was really worried about audio too. And then I just said, you know, whatever, you can bleep that out, but I'm just like, I'm going to do the best I can with what I have and know that it's not going to be perfect, but it'll still be my best, and that's good enough. So
That's awesome. No, I think just getting started is super key. So I have a feeling that your boyfriend was super helpful in the process of creating this video. Was he helping you film it, or were you filming it all yourself? Give us a little bit of background on that.
Yeah, Instagram boyfriends are key when creating content, for sure. Actually, because it was more of like a vlog opinion piece, I guess you could say, a lot of it was selfies, so I was able to record a lot of it on my own. But for parts where I wanted a more full body shot of me like holding up something with plastic in it and talking about it, I needed him. I also needed him to go to the farmer's market with me so I could get the shot of me walking around and shopping. I also had him hand me some plastic items. So when we were at a cafe, I got an acai bowl, but I had him and he like brought it to the table and I said, wait, can you actually go back so I can film it and bring it back to the table again? So it was kind of funny, but he was a huge help in getting a lot of the shots that you see in that video.
Awesome. And what kind of gear were you using to film this video?
Just my phone. I just used my phone, and I had a tripod for the narrating part. So there's a part where the beginning of the video, I'm sitting on my bed exactly where I am now talking. And so I got a tripod for that. But in the past, I've used like like put a table and stacked books, whatever you can find. I just have a tripod now for work, so I use that instead of books.
No, that's awesome. That's kind of one of the reasons I ask. In terms of, okay, so you shot all the videos in vertical, which was perfect for the platform of IGTV. Mm-hmm. Then how did you actually edit those videos together? Let's talk about the editing process.
So I used Premiere Pro, and I was able to airdrop all of the videos, most of the videos actually, from my phone or from my boyfriend's phone to my laptop. And then I put them on a hard drive. And then from my external hard drive, I uploaded them to Premiere Pro. So I really had my laptop, like software, hardware wise, I had my laptop, my video editing software, which is Premiere, and my phone and my hard drive.
Awesome. And how long have you been editing in Premiere?
I would say like maybe a year. Maybe.
Oh, nice.
Probably a little less.
So you've been doing it for a little bit. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know that Annabelle at some point was watching my tutorial on like the 30-minute how to vlog on your iPhone. So if any of you guys are interested in creating an IGTV video and specifically how to edit that, then I'll definitely link to that in the cards above. All right, what other tips do you have for anyone that out there that might be looking to create an IGTV video?
I would say do something that you have fun talking about, that you have fun experiencing. When I'm watching IGTV video content or any video content in general, I am more engaged when the person that I'm watching is really engaged and excited. It's like the first rule of performing. Like you want to be having fun too. So I would say that. As far as actually like the logistics of shooting a video, Amanda gives some pretty good tips in her how to vlog video that I would also recommend, which is to get different angles and to try and be creative and have fun with it.
Awesome. Yeah, no, totally second all of those tips. It's great. So I know you're really big into having a personal brand. How does that play into creating these IGTV videos? Like, why are you creating them, and how do you see that playing into what you're doing with your personal brand?
So that's a really great question. And I think for one, I know the audience I'm talking to. Having a brand from like a marketing perspective outlines who your audience is going to be too, and who's going to be attracted to that brand. So when I'm making videos, I know who I'm talking to, which is, for me, probably women and like young women and girls that are close to my age that are curious about life and pursuing, big dreams. So those are things that I keep in mind when I'm making videos. The plasticky videos are a little bit of more of an environmentalist twist on my brand. I don't normally talk about the environment or sustainability. Like most brands are like, can be built on those things. That for me is just like an ad lib thing. So it's fun to do something that's not what my typical brand would be, but still carry my character or my persona or my image into a different space. I don't know if that really makes sense, but
no, it totally makes sense, because I always talk about this a lot, and anyone out there that is considering like, how do I kind of merge my business with my personal life, right? Like, this is a perfect example of how this really is in your personal life. It doesn't necessarily have to do with your brand, but by including these things, people are getting to know you, and they're getting to see you in circumstances that you're not having to ask for money, or you're not promoting anything, and you're not looking perfectly put together either.
Yep, no.
Like, I love that there's this one part in the video, you're like, all right, well, I'm at my boyfriend's and I'm hangry right now because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that is so perfect. Like, in today's society, we are craving authenticity, and this was a perfect opportunity for you to just get on camera and be super authentic and real with your audience. And if anyone out there, you're just debating how to mix these two together, definitely go check out the full video, because it does a really good job of doing that. So congrats on that, Annabelle.
Thank you. Thanks.
Finding your audience can be one of the most challenging things. And I've been kind of going through and trying to figure out who my audience is and asking different questions. And so I'm curious how you went about finding your audience.
That's a really, really good question. And I think the best way to do it is to do it authentically would be to create the content you enjoy creating, start putting stuff out there. It doesn't matter if it's like amazing or not. If you are honest with your message and the way you're producing your content, then people will connect with that. The right people will connect with that, right? So if you're trying to build a brand that's personal, you want to create content that's feels like it's yours, and then watch the people that engage with that. So look at who you're attracting to comment, who's engaging the most, and encourage that. So when I post something on Instagram, I'm always really conscious of replying back to every comment. Not everybody has the time or capability to do that, but it's something that I definitely try to do because it encourages my audience to continue to be engaged and builds kind of a relationship and by just communicating with them. So I would say, yeah, to definitely put stuff out there and see who replies.
Yeah, I think that's such a key point. And a lot of people think, oh, it's these strangers that are commenting and liking and sharing. Well, no, it's also people that you know. And those people that know you, that are attracted to your content, have certain qualities as well. Mm-hmm. And so analyze those. Like sometimes it's shocking the people that are following and continuously engaging. I think it's important to pay attention to them even when you do know them. Even more importantly, if you do know them.
Yeah. To me, Instagram and social media is this big game, and it's a game of like how you make new friends and connect with new people and have new experiences with people that you otherwise wouldn't have ever met. It's how I actually made a lot of my friends in LA over the internet, and it's so awesome. And it's because I've tried to create content that's authentic to me and my personality and what I want to be doing in the world. And so other people that are doing similar content see my stuff and they're like, oh my gosh, I do the same thing. Like, we should be friends. And it's a no-brainer, and it's like kindergarten all over again.
I love that. All right, so just to wrap this all up, how can people find you and engage with you?
You can find me mainly on Instagram at AnnasBanana123. That's ANNASBANANA123.
Awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. And if you like this video, definitely go ahead and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts of this format. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.